Hey guys, so today I'm going to be sharing with you my TBR for July and for the Biannual Bibliothon. The Biannual Bibliothon takes place from July 3rd to the 9th, I believe. It's like a week-long readathon. There's like it's hosted by like a whole bunch of YouTubers. They have like a few challenges and stuff, and so I will be following some of the challenges, but not all of them. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. So I'm going to start with my TBR for the Biannual Bibliothon. So the first thing that I plan on reading, I'm trying to like figure out how to do this. So one of the challenges was to read a book that one of the hosts, they had like a host recommend, and all the hosts, there's 7 of them, they picked a book. They each picked a book, and like they challenged you to read one of them. So the one book that I decided to read was Maybe Someday by Colleen Hoover, and I have already read this, but I've been wanting to read, like ever since I finished it, I wanted to reread it, because when I read it, I didn't know that there was like a whole album that like goes along with this that you can like listen to while you read it. So I definitely want to like experience this book again. It was one of my favorite reads of 2016. It was one of the first books I read in 2016, and I absolutely loved it. And I read it on my Kindle, so I want to read the physical copy that I have because I think that would be really cool. So I definitely am going to pick this up. And I believe that was Kelly who picked that. That was her choice, so thanks, Kelly. The next book is, I could double up this one. For the challenges, it could fit under the favorite mythical creature challenge, like to read a book with your favorite mythical creature, and then to read a book by an author that you haven't read before. And this is Truth Witch by Susan Dennard. This is all about witches and like different types of witches, and witches are like my favorite things to read about. One of witches and dragons I'm like obsessed with. And I've been putting off this book for a long time, and I know that's also one of the challenges, but I'm not counting that. And I've heard so many good things about Susan Dennard, plus like her friendship with Sarah J. Maas is just like friend goals, man. And I've heard so many good things about this book, so I just need to read it because I've literally had it since the day it was released. Next book is one that I'm choosing for my wild card book. This is just to have a book to read at any time. You could just read whatever kind of book you want. So I decided to pick The Winter Sea by Susanna Kearsley. This one is from the library, but I also did order this book for myself to have because I love it so much. I'm on page 92, and I absolutely love this book. Sasha from A Book Utopia, is that her channel? Yeah, it is. A Book Utopia has been raving about this author, and this was the book that like I was super interested in. I'm also really loving it so far, although there are 2 storylines and I don't really understand why the one is in there yet, but I'm sure it'll be explained later on in the book. So this will be my wild card book since I planned on reading it. Oh my god, a bird just like flew on my window. Since I plan on reading it this month anyway. For the next challenge is a book that you have been putting off reading, and for me that is Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. I got to page 165 in this book, and I was loving every minute of it. I just haven't picked it up since then. I really need to, because like I said, I was really liking the storyline, but I just got really excited about other books, so like I'm also just hopefully I can get to this. And if like I don't get to it during the readathon, I'm definitely gonna read it this month, at least a little bit of it. Like even if I don't finish it, I'll be okay. I just want to like get to a good chunk of it since I have been putting it off for a really long time, and I've literally been reading this book since like March, and it is July. That's a little crazy. And then the next book is to read a book by an author that you've never read before. So like if I didn't want to double, like if I only got to Truth Witch, that'd be fine, but this is about an author that I've never read before, and this book is so beautiful, and I'm definitely gonna get to this month if I don't read it in the readathon, and that is The Queen of the Tearling by Erica Johansson. This book is just so beautiful, and I got it for $6, and I think that's amazing. And it has deckled edges, which is like my favorite thing. The cover is beautiful, and the spine is beautiful. And I'm also really intrigued by this story, and I keep seeing it everywhere and everyone's just raving about it, so I definitely want to get to this month because it's just been sitting on my shelf all month because I bought it at the end of May, I believe. So I'm just really excited to get to it. And then the last challenge is to read a book in a different format than you're used to, and I personally love audiobooks, but like I don't read them as much as I like listen to them as much as I should. So I'm gonna challenge myself to do that this month, and I'm either going to listen to The Magicians by Lev Grossman or Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert. And I know they're two totally different things, but like a lot of the books that I picked are fantasy books, so like if I want like a little nonfiction, I'm gonna listen to Big Magic, and if I want a little bit more fantasy, I'm gonna listen to The Magicians by Lev Grossman. So I'm excited for that because I do drive a lot, and I always feel like I can't listen to audiobooks because I usually like drive people places and I feel like they don't want to listen to that. So I usually like refrain from doing that, but I'm gonna stop and I'm just gonna listen to it, and they're gonna have to sit there through it. So now those are all the books that I'm reading for the biannual Bibliothon. So now I'm gonna go into the books that I plan on reading in the month of July. So the first book that I plan on reading after the readathon is over is Winter by Marissa Meyer. I started this month, and what page am I on? 253 pages in. This book is like 800 pages long, but I just want to finish the series because I love it so much, but like I just want to feel accomplished and be like, I read a whole series, because I don't think I've ever read like a whole book series in my whole life, which is kind of crazy. So like I just want to feel accomplished. And I'm really liking the story so far. Like I'm pretty sure I'm gonna give this like 5 out of 5 stars because I just love it so much. And this is the UK edition. It's the paperback. It looks gigantic, but I'm super excited to finish this book out and finish the series out. So the next book that I plan on reading is actually on my Kindle, which this is what my Kindle looks like. I have the Kindle Paperwhite. I don't know which edition it is, but this is just what it looks like. Let me go to my library. So if you guys want to see like a what's in my Kindle library book kind of video, I'll definitely do that. But I plan on reading Eating Animals by Jonathan Safran Foer. I think it was Raylene read this on, I was following her like review on Goodreads, and she said it was like it should be like recommended reading for America. And I'm like the type of person that's always wanted to be a vegetarian, but like I just really love chicken. So I don't know, I started reading it this month, and I'm on page 52, and I was really liking what I was reading so far. So I hopefully will finish this, and I also plan on reading Nora and Kettle by, who is this by? Lauren Nicole Taylor. And this is like a really loose Peter Pan retelling, and if you don't know, Peter Pan retellings are my ish. I am all about that. So I definitely want to read that this month. And then I also have Zenith by Lindsay and Sasha. I know Sasha's last name is Alsberg, but I don't know Lindsay's last name, so but yeah, I got Zenith, so hopefully I will pick that up as well. And I've been reading a lot on my Kindle lately, and I'm really proud of myself for doing that, because I mean, I love my Kindle, but like nothing beats a full book. And then the last 2 books that I plan on reading this month are part of a series, and if like I don't get to the second one, no big deal. But I definitely want to read the first one, and that is The Black Prism by Brent Weeks. This is part of a high fantasy adult series, and I picked this up at the bookstore the other day, and I was so excited. So I definitely want to get to the first one, and then if I have time, I will get to The Blinding Knife by Brent Weeks, which is the second book in this series. This is the Lightbringer series. I think it's a trilogy, but these books are like gigantic, and I think maybe they're bind-ups, but I don't know. I could be really wrong. I know the third book in this series is coming out. I don't think it's a bind-up. I think they're just really big books. But the third book in the series is coming out really soon, I believe, so I hopefully will get through these so I can like go pick up the third one, or like the fourth one's coming out. I don't know. I just know that there's a book that's coming out soon, I believe. But I'm just really excited about this series. So yeah. Alright, let's try to pick up this pile of books. Oh my god. Oh no. I dropped one. I'm gonna drop another one. Oh my god. They're all backwards. Hold on. Gotta do a little switcheroo. They're all gonna fall again. Oh my god. This is such a struggle. I don't know if I can lift this all the way up there so you could see all of them. Oh my god, this is such a big pile of books. So these are all the books that I plan on reading this month. Oh my god. Ta-da! They don't even fit in the frame. That's so sad. So yeah, if you guys want to send me your July TBR, I would love to see it. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye!